understanding the brain has an array of benefits. And I'm so happy I began 11 years ago because, man, the amount of benefits that I can see, the amount of benefits that I experience is insane. So it's the reason, guys, on this channel, we talk about the brain a lot. Well, we decode things, right? Mostly we decode the brain, we decode behaviors, we decode other things. Guys, listen, I just purchased a brain model to dissect it for you guys, to explain how the brain works a little bit better. And again, you have to keep in mind, the brain has a lot of, understanding the brain, I should say, has a lot of benefits. You'll experience a lot of great benefits and you'll be able to do a lot with yourself, man. Listen, first of all, you'll be able to understand yourself and others. Can you imagine you're in your head and you don't understand what's going on? You don't even know you're alive. You become an automaton. You become a robot. You just living day to day and you don't know what's going on. You're fully not in control of yourself. That's pretty scary when you think about it. You're in your head and you're thinking about yourself. You think about what you should do. You think about what you want to do. And you're thinking about what you need to do, but for some reason, you cannot do them because you don't know how the brain functions. You don't know how you function, right? So another thing, again, you won't be criticizing yourself. Once you understand how the brain operates, let me open it up for you guys. If you understand how the brain operates, you're not going to be criticizing yourself all the time. You're not going to be beating yourself up saying that, oh, why did I make that mistake? Or I'm not good enough. Or why did I do this? Why did I do that? You're not going to be doing all that stuff, man. You're going to be functioning very well because you know what's going on. You know yourself very well. And you'll be able to deal with stress a lot better, guys. You know, stress is the biggest thing on earth, I should say. I'm just exaggerating. But seriously, though, stress bringing a lot of people down, and we all know that. And you can see it around you, and you experience it, especially when it comes to depression. You'll see someone go up and boom, down. Because of stress, because of depression, too many things going on in the mind, and they don't understand. Understanding the brain allow you to deal with stress sufficiently. You see, so another thing, again, you'll be able to understand your emotion. Understanding emotion, guys, a lot of great benefits, to be quite honest with you, because once you know what's going on, once you know you're feeling, how are you feeling, why are you feeling a certain way, damn, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to manage your emotion and the feeling will feel so good because you do know what's going on, right? Once you understand something, then the feeling, the knowledge, the array of information will be insane. So understanding the brain allows you to understand the emotion in your system, the feeling you're experiencing. And not only that, you'll be able to control them. So making bad decisions, it'll happen once in a blue moon, but you will be able to rectify your bad decisions for sure, okay? So another thing, again, you'll know how to organize your life. Because the reason most people don't know how to organize their life, I'm just going to throw something out there, is because they don't have access to the frontal section. Remember, the frontal section allows us to control our behavior, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to dissect the brain. I'm going to name all the functions for us to have a big understanding. And I'm telling you, and when I start talking about behavior, and when you start watching some of my old videos, you're going to be able to be like, well, you're going to be able to understand a little bit better. And you'll be like, damn, he's right. What the hell? And you'll start taking action. Okay? So as I was saying, the reason most people cannot control their behavior, it's because they do not have access to the frontal section. Therefore, their limbic cortical, I mean, not cortical, their limbic forgive me, guys, I'm excited, okay? Because the brain model allowed me to see everything. So therefore, I'm super, super excited. So the limbic system just basically in control, the emotional part of the brain, the subconscious just fully in control. It's not working with the conscious part of the brain. It's not working with the frontal section where you able to control your behavior. It's not working with the subconscious. And they basically go going against each other. And another thing you have to understand, guys, you're not one person. Although you feel like you're one, I always say you're not one. You have multiple different personalities and so many different parts of the brain just aiming to make decisions. And it's the reason you always hearing the little voices, different voices inside of your head trying to make decision. And when you make a decision, you later on regret it. You're like, damn, why did I make that stupid decision? Because you have to understand different parts of your brain are racing to make decision. Okay? So the good thing is, understanding the brain, you'll be able to discipline your emotion. You'll be able to discipline your brain. And once you discipline your brain, you're going to see a whole different world. The way you perceive the world will be very different. Your perspective will change completely. So it's the reason, guys, I'll be reacting to some of the brain videos and stuff, like from other podcasters and stuff. And for me, I'm going to dissect the brain for you guys, and I'm going to explain the functions, and I'm going to explain the behavior and stuff. And the good thing, most, let's say, brain videos, they use big words a lot, to be quite honest with you, because you can't blame them because they never experienced, let's say, I would say the crazy life, like they've never been at the bottom, let's say. But for me, I've been at the bottom. I know what the bottom feels like. I know what it is. I can explain it very well, and I can speak everyday language. Scientists cannot. They cannot speak everyday language. They'll be throwing Latin. They'll be throwing Greek at you, and in your head, you're like, yo, what are they talking about? I don't even understand. But for me, I'm able to understand their terminology. I'm able to understand a little bit of Latin. So therefore, explaining in everyday language is what I'm going to be doing for you guys. Okay? So what do we do here, guys? We learn, we push, and we grow to become the best version of ourselves. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button for more great content. If you have anything to say, let it out in the comment section. See you next time. Ciao.